Hello, class. Here we are in the halfway point with our week 4 discussion. For this week's discussion, I went back to my original topic that I was researching, the military industrial complex. Um, and I had a little bit of fun this week because I don't know about you guys, but I found the two new databases like really super easy to search for. In fact, I kind of went down a rabbit hole and was, searching all kinds of stuff that actually didn't have to do with this particular uh, homework assignment. But anyway, I digress. I found it easy to use and a lot of fun, and this is going to be a tool that I saved in my favorites bar. So, what I found here is the first one that I used was the Oxford Scholarship Online Database, and I clicked on the journals so that it would just look for journals and not books. Sometimes books are fun to read, but to me they're a little bit harder for research. Well, you're in for the long haul with the book if you're doing research. So I chose journals, and academic journals are really good resources to use. So and what I noticed about Oxford is that the dates for the articles I chose that were like older, like 1979, 1981. So I had to go down to the bar, on the bottom left side and choose my dates to make the articles a little more current. And what was really fun though was Project Muse. Now, Project Muse, when I went and searched in that data bar, I didn't have to adjust the dates. It automatically pulled up very current, very relevant resources and research materials. So that was neat. I found it very easy and fun to use. So this assignment was neat from that perspective. So then, of course, though, let's talk about the sources I found. So one thing when you're using different resources to find information, do your research, different things pop up, and that can lead you in new directions with your research, and that's what happened here. I'll explain. So the first article from Project Muse that uh, I chose it because it had a new term I had not heard before. The term was garrison state. And so that obviously made me curious. What is a garrison state? And so I actually had to go and look it up. And the definition on Webster says a state organized to serve primarily its own need for military security, or also a state maintained by military power. Recent examples on the web came up with minor variations. These policies have been a matter of bipartisan consensus since George W. Bush in his administration embarked on the path of turning the country into a garrison state after 9/11. So all of that struck me. Um, and so that's the direction I felt the research should go. And so then I chose an article from the Oxford Online because its topic supported the garrison state idea, from the previously chosen article by discussing a permanent war economy. So I found that to be very fascinating. These two articles combined forces to support one another in their ideas. A permanent war economy is how you end up with a garrison state where the problem for the citizenry in a garrison state is that there is an erosion of your civil liberties, which is what this country was founded on. Uh, we're sacrificing civil liberties for safety until suddenly you don't have any civil liberties left. And again, this really came into context for me after our discussion last week, talking about our founding fathers and the whole purpose of this grand experiment called America was civil liberties. So that's something very interesting to discuss in this research on the military-industrial complex. Thank you again for your time, and you guys have a great day.